Hello and welcome to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate and I am very thankful to have you here watching this video. So today we're going to be doing another pick a card reading where we're going to be looking at how you think your person is feeling about you versus how they're actually feeling about you. So we have three piles for you guys to choose from. The first pile we have the Black Obsidian Crystal with the Tattoo Tarot deck. For pile 2, we have the Blue Calcite Crystal with the Prism Tarot deck. And for pile 3, we have the Mystic Monday Tarot deck with the Selenite Heart here. So go ahead and take whatever time you need to figure out which pile you're feeling the most drawn to. Pause the video if you find that helps you, and I will see you at your reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose the Black Obsidian Crystal and the Tattoo Tarot deck, this is going to be your reading about how your person is feeling about you versus, or how you think your person's feeling about you versus how they're actually feeling. So I'm going to put this tarot deck to the side and save this for how your person is actually feeling, since you guys chose it for this. And I'm going to use another tarot deck to pinpoint how you think they're feeling about you right now. So for pile 1, please tap me into pile 1. How is pile 1's thinking that their person is feeling about them right now? How's pile 1 think? And this is also a great energy check-in. So if you feel like this resonates with you, then perfect. Stay for the rest of the reading. If not, you may want to check out the beginning of the other piles just to see if you feel like you resonate more with how the part where it goes over how you think your person is feeling. So this should be pretty spot on with your energy. It is a collective reading, but I feel like you'll know if the pile is for you pretty quickly. So let's get into it. How's pile 1 think that their person is feeling? Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. How does pile 1 think their person is feeling? The 8 of Cups here in reverse. Okay. What else? The Moon. Okay, so I feel like you think that your person is maybe coming off as defensive right now towards you, or you may be feeling that your person is like going through a lot of fears, that they're kind of in this place where they don't know what they want. I feel like there's potential. You may be thinking that you honestly potentially even feel confused about them, or like you feel like they are confused about this connection. You feel like they're confused about their own feelings towards you. What else? Strength here in reverse. Okay, so you may be thinking that your person is kind of like going through something. They may be like going through a lot of shadows right now. This may be a difficult time period for them, if anything. They may be kind of like on edge. This is how you feel like this person is feeling, is like you almost feel like they are not feeling their best right now. You think that they're feeling like they're kind of acting through their fears more than kind of from their heart right now. It's like you feel like your person it may even feel like, with this strength here in reverse, that they may be having a hard time fighting for what they want, or really even saying what they want here. Okay, yeah, we have the Ace of Swords here. Yeah, so the way you think your person feels is that you feel like they're very confused mentally. Like they're lacking this mental clarity for whatever reason right now about what they want from this connection. And it's almost like there's this feeling of them being like on the defense, almost just because of their own mental state right now. Yeah, and it's like they don't know what they want. They're not you feel like this person's confused right now. Is having a hard time like knowing themselves. We have the Hierophant here. How does pile 1 think that their person is feeling about them? We have the Empress here in reverse. Okay, yeah, there's this essence of them, you feeling like they don't know what they want with you. And I feel like you think that this person is maybe hiding from the connection, or is maybe even running from this connection right now, out of, you seem to know that your person is aware that they're not necessarily giving you what you want right now, or giving you the mental clarity, even the commitment that you're looking for. And it's almost like you feel like your person is maybe running away, or sort of letting their fear of like commitment, or just their fear in general for this connection, like rule the way that they're acting towards you. And they seem to think that they're not, that they feel like they aren't being enough for you right now, or they almost feel like they're you almost feel like they feel like they're being somewhat of a coward right now, or like kind of like running away and kind of just letting their mind like kind of refusing to make up their mind, you know, about something to do with this connection. We have Page of Swords here as well. What do you think that they're feeling? Yeah, it's almost like there's this feeling here of them maybe acting somewhat immature when it comes to intellect, or like maybe sometimes when you guys have conversations, it's like they can be a little bit immature in these conversations. And so it's almost like with this Ace of Swords here in reverse, it's like they may sometimes even, I want to get one clarification for this Page of Swords. One more clarification for this Page of Swords. Okay, we have the Four of Wands here in reverse. Okay, there's a couple things coming through. Like one of them is that you almost feel like your person, it's like they're defensive. Again, this defensive energy is coming through towards you. It's almost like you feel like they can be on edge, or like, I don't know, it's almost like they're lacking this stability in some sort of a way where, yeah, I don't know if something's gone on with this person recently, or if like they haven't been in the most stable of situations, but it's almost like there's this essence of them being on guard or feeling like they need to be on guard. There's the devil coming out as well. And so, yeah, there's almost this feeling of this person like not being in the best state right now, or not feeling very stable. And so because of that, they can kind of be defensive or like sassy, or like they can kind of act like a little bit, they can say things that they don't mean sometimes, is how I'm kind of feeling. And it's almost like, yeah, interesting energy coming through. Let's get some more for how you think that they're feeling. Again, there's this Seven of Wands popping out. It's like they're very defensive. How else is Pile One's person? We have the Sun. How is Pile One's person? How is Pile One thinking that Pile One's person is feeling? Again, the Page of Swords here. Yeah, there's this immature sort of energy kind of coming through, or like this energy of them like not listening. Like there's this essence of them like not being open to you right now, or not being open to communicating, or kind of like pushing you away by saying like, I don't need to like hear more from you, or like I don't need to like, you feel like they're feeling stubborn right now towards you, or feeling like they kind of can be childlike in that way. We have the Ten of Wands here. Like they almost, yeah, like they almost feel burdened by the connection, is how you feel about them, or like you think that they're feeling burdened, and it's almost like they want to cut ties in some sort of a way, or it's like you almost feel like your person may be wanting to change the way that the connection's going, or maybe wanting to like cut ties. It's almost like you feel like your person is feeling like weighed down by this connection, and it's like they don't know what's going to make them happy with this Sun here. Why is the Sun here? I'm very interested to see how your person's actually feeling. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords here in reverse. Yeah, and it's almost like with this Queen of Swords here, it's like, I don't know, it's like your person is super closed off to you kind of trying to like warm them up or something. Like what I'm kind of getting here is like that, like I feel like you will try to be positive towards them, or you will try to kind of like mend things with this person, and it's kind of like they close things down like really quickly. And yeah, it's kind of coming through. Eight of Cups again in reverse here. Yeah, you almost get this feeling that they may want to kind of walk away from this connection, or like you don't know if you are what they want, because they kind of shut things down a lot. And with this Tower, it's almost like you feel like they may like cut things off, or like you're wondering if they're going to, or like you kind of feel like they might. King of Swords, yeah, I feel like they're giving you nothing right now. Like I feel like this person is very like closed off, and kind of like just not really letting you in. It's like they're not really letting you like help them get through whatever they're going through mentally right now. And so I feel like you are feeling very like kind of closed off from this person. We have Justice here as well. Yeah, it's almost like you feel like this person is in this state of just like not sure what they want for this connection. And you almost feel like they may be making like a judgment call soon or something like that. I'm surprised that judgment hasn't come out. Well, let's get a couple more and then we'll kind of move into the other thing. So we also have the Page of Cups here and the Knight of Wands and then the Ace of Swords. Okay, so yeah, it's almost like right now you feel like your person, you may be like waiting on them, or you feel like they don't know what they want to do right now. You feel like they don't know what kind of action they want to take, and for the meantime they're like giving you nothing. Okay, and with this Justice here, it's like I feel like there's this element of them really needing to do something or like take some action or say something towards you, but there's almost this element of them hiding. Okay, and so the way that you think that they're feeling is that they don't know what to do. They don't know what to say to you. They may be kind of closed off, or like they're just not really giving you much. Is how I'm feeling, is what's going on, and how you feel this person is feeling. You think that they're feeling avoidant and confused and not sure what they want and not sure what to do next and not sure what's right, and kind of feeling maybe burdened by the connection. You almost feel like they're feeling a little bit negative right now. You even feel like your person is just kind of feeling a little bit like that. So I feel like this is definitely, I feel like this is someone that you have definitely interacted with in person before. Like I feel like you guys have definitely, this is more of a grounded connection. Like I feel like things have gone on between you guys in real life before. So what else? How does Pile 1 think that their person is feeling? Yeah, we have fear. Yeah, like they're afraid of yeah, like they're letting their fear rule them. I'm not surprised that fear came out because that was definitely something that was coming through. And we have defeat. Yeah, it's almost like they're not trying or something, or it's like they're like afraid to try, like they're not putting in effort, things like that as well. It's almost like you think that they may be kind of like ready to walk away from the connection, or like you almost don't know if this person is stepping away for good or like what's kind of going on with them. They're kind of confusing to you as well. Okay, let's get a couple more. I decided to make a jumbo deck out of this. Just gonna adjust the camera. Sorry guys, I just wanna make sure that we're nice and secure here. Okay, there we go. All right. How does Pile 1 think that their person is feeling? Yeah, no place like home. Like almost like they don't know. Okay, number one, I feel like you think that your person is like going through like an identity crisis or going through this time period where they're feeling like isolated and out of touch with themselves, especially this High Priestess here. And it's like you kind of feel like this person is in this time period where they don't know what they want. They almost don't know who they are, and they don't know what's next for them. They don't know what they don't know what they want to identify with. Or it's almost like you think that they, you know, yeah, and with no place like home, we had the Four of Wands. It's almost like this person is in this time period of like, they're just not in the best mindset, I feel like is what is coming through kind of from your energy that I'm picking up. Yeah, we have here intention. It's like this person doesn't know what they want with that intention. It's like they don't know, they're not like super in touch right now with their intuition, it feels like. And it's kind of like they have a lack of direction because it's like they're letting their kind of fear mind sort of get the best of them. And with fork in the road, it's like I feel like they maybe are avoiding making some sort of decision about the connection, or definitely that you perceive that that's what's going on. So if that sounds like what you kind of are picking up from your person, let's go into how they actually are feeling. Okay, I'm going to use the Tattoo Tarot deck. Arrange the camera. Cool. Okay, so how is Pile 1's person actually feeling right now towards Pile 1 in the connection? Please tap me into how Pile 1 is actually feeling, or Pile 1's person is actually feeling. How's Pile 1's person actually feeling? Okay, 3 of Coins. Seven of Swords. Okay. Judgment here in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. Very interesting energy coming through for you guys, this pile. Okay, there's this element of this person like lying to themselves or like not being ready to like face the truth of how they're feeling and what they're thinking. And so you're right that this person is going through this element of like self-doubt or not like knowing what they want, not knowing who they are. Remember Judgment, I was like, oh, I'm surprised Judgment hasn't come out, because there's almost this element of them needing to make a judgment call, but it's almost like they're avoiding that. And Seven of Swords can talk about, sometimes Seven of Swords can come out when you're not being even honest with yourself, you know? And I feel like there's just this element of this person kind of refusing to take responsibility over their thoughts and feelings, and so they kind of try to pretend like everything's fine, or like they just won't really like talk about it. Yeah, we have Knight of Swords here in reverse. Yeah, it's like they feel like they're on this like there's this feeling of them like not wanting to take any sort of an action right now. Like that's coming through. Why is the Three of Points here? Why is the Three of Coins here? I'm hearing like everything's fine. Like we have the Moon and then we have the Empress. Yeah, there's almost this element of them like trying to say that things are fine, or trying to like pretend like that. Like it's like they're trying to think that you guys are still a team, but there's obviously like issues here, you know? Like it's almost like they are in denial or something about like it's very much in the dark for them. Does that make sense? So with the Moon here, it's almost like something that this person doesn't even see that's wrong in this connection. And it's funny that the Empress is coming out, because it's like this person still views you as like their person, you know? Like it's coming through as less disconnected, but all of the what Spirit is explaining is that like this sort of issue that's coming through is like kind of hidden from them, or it's a part of like their shadow element. They maybe have been someone who's always kind of like feels like they need to say things are fine, or like doesn't feel super comfortable with conflict. We have the Eight of Coins here in reverse. Yeah, it's almost like they're like stubborn in a way. Like it's almost like it's hard to explain, but it's like with this Eight of Coins and this Judgment reverse, it's like what I keep like seeing is someone who's like, okay, like this is just an example. I used to bike a lot for school, and like if you're biking against the wind, it's like really hard, and so you can be pedaling, and it's like you're trying to do all this and that, and like you're doing something, you're keeping busy, but it's like you can't move because the wind's pushing back, and it's almost like this person's like clearly not moving or like getting anywhere with their feelings and thoughts about you, but it's almost like they think that they're doing perfectly fine. It's like they think that they think they're doing like the right thing in a way right now in this connection, or like they think that there's nothing else they could be doing. It's like they almost feel like everything is fine. We have the Ten of Swords here in reverse. Okay, they may be avoiding some sort of an ending here too. It's almost like it's okay. What's kind of coming through is like almost a relationship vibe, almost, where it's like what I'm getting is when maybe the relationship is just not the same as it used to be at some point, and it's almost like this person is kind of avoiding addressing that, or avoiding like really doing anything about it, you know? It's weird. It's like this person still cares about you a lot, and like sees you as this Empress, and we have the Queen of Cups at the back of the deck, and it's like they don't want to let go of you. There's something about this where they don't want to let go of you, but they don't want to surrender. Like they don't want this to end, which is weird. Or it's weird that this is like how you feel they feel. Like it's almost like you were afraid that they kind of want to walk away, but like that's not necessarily what's coming through. It's more like this self-denial energy about what's going on with them. So what else, Spirit? What's going on with, we have the Knave of Swords. It's like they're not communicating, they're not thinking about it, like they don't want to address this, is how it feels. Like I'm gonna adjust the camera, but it's like, yeah, it's almost like they're pretending like everything's fine. Like with this Two of Coins here, it's like it's a really interesting energy coming through. I'm gonna go into another deck and kind of see what might be going on, or like, you know, I'll just see what else comes through, but I just want to get to the bottom of like what their fear is more. Like I want to get more information about that. So I'm actually going to ask about that. Like, what is their fear? Why are they refusing to, like, why do they feel like this? Why do they feel like they have to kind of like act like everything's fine? Like, what is this? Why are they acting like this? Or why are they, what is this shadow element about? Okay, we have the Fool. We have the Five of Cups here. We have the Chariot. And then okay, very clear messages coming through. Very interesting. They don't like change. This person does not like change, and they also don't like failing. Okay, it's like with this victory and success and triumph like literally coming out together, it's like there's this feeling of them not wanting to give up, because they don't want to face the loss of this connection, and they don't want that. They're afraid of like they're afraid of this tower moment. They don't want, yeah, there's definitely like a tower going on in this connection, but the reason why they're not addressing it is because they don't want it to end. They're really not wanting that to happen. And so it's almost like they want to keep pushing this in whatever, even if it's dysfunctional, it's like this person wants to keep the relationship going because they do not want to admit defeat here. Like they do not want to do that. And so the Chariot is all about overcoming obstacles, and with victory and success here, it's like they don't want to accept that things didn't work out here. You know, it's like, and it's because I feel like this person is terrified of losing you and is terrified of being on their own and starting this new beginning, because, and there's just this very stubborn feeling about them where it's like they don't want to give you up. They don't want to give up the fact that you guys are a team, or you guys were a team. And they're kind of like refusing to accept defeat here. And it's funny because defeat came out for you and what you thought that they're feeling. And it's almost like that's true, because it's almost like because they feel this sense of defeat, or because a part of them may be wanting to, knowing that the end of a connection is coming, or like knowing that maybe this is gonna, knowing that they need to make a decision. That was more coming from your reading though. And it's almost like they're refusing to do anything to change this connection. And the Hangman in reverse is here. They don't want to surrender. You know what I mean? The Chariot and the Hangman are like almost opposite energies, or they're very like different, So with this Hangman in reverse and like the Chariot, it's like they refuse to surrender, and it's clearly because they aren't comfortable with change. And very interesting reading, you guys. Yeah, and it's almost like the way they feel is like they're very afraid of a life without you, or they really don't want to lose you. And so I guess I'm just wondering what the issue is, or like what causes the barrier here, because it's almost not coming through immediately exactly what the issue is, or why you guys feel like you need to maybe go separate ways, or maybe this, well, that'll be for another time. I guess like this will resonate, and you guys will know why this person's feeling this way. But let's keep going into how they're feeling. How's pile one's person currently feeling? How's pile one's person currently feeling? Okay, we have deep knowing here in reverse. Yeah, and it's like they have this, they're repressing their intuition right now. It's like they're refusing to kind of be open to saying what they deeply feel. It's like they don't want to do that. We have community in reverse. Yeah, they don't want to be without you. They don't want to give you up. They don't want to accept that you're not a part of them. It's like with this Three of Coins, it's like they have a really hard time they may even have abandonment wounds. Like there's almost like this feeling of this person really fears abandonment and really does not want to lose you, like that's their biggest fear, is loss, losing you, really, and having to kind of create and be on their own. It's like that's like a big fear for them right now. And so it's almost like they just want to stubbornly kind of keep things going. And we also have Observer here in reverse. And so it's almost, and I feel like this Observer is coming out in reverse because I feel like this person is refusing to see this connection from a different viewpoint. Remember, so the Observer almost reminds me of the Hangman too. And it's almost like this card recommends for you to look at your circumstances from a different view or a higher perspective. And it's like this person is kind of refusing to see the big picture or refusing to make a summary out of everything. You know, it's like they want to kind of get day by day and keep kind of pushing this away, pushing the problems away. It's like, it's interesting. What else? How are they feeling? We have spark. And listening. And what's interesting is that what kept coming through almost in your reading is that this person wasn't open to listening or hearing things. And so I feel like this is coming out because I feel like Spirit is saying that like the way to bring back this connection or the way to like bring back energy here is the need to listen to each other and be able to kind of work together to it's almost like this person doesn't want to hear anything that's different from what they think, or it's like they don't want to hear that things maybe need to change or that there's something wrong. It's like this person runs from that, you know, and it's like they may even sabotage the connection because they're refusing to kind of look under the surface and like talk through things. It's like they don't want to change anything, but I feel like it's kind of draining the connection of its spark, and there's a need for them to really look at what's happening and be willing to listen to you and be willing to hear you out. You know, it's very interesting energy coming through for sure. Yeah, we have support. Yeah, it's like because this person is so afraid of talking about things going wrong, or like they're so afraid of like endings, or they're so afraid of like losing you that they don't even want to address anything. They just kind of want to keep quiet and like kind of keep the peace. Okay, yeah, it's like they don't want a new beginning. It's like they don't want let me just think about this. Community. It's kind of coming through in a couple of ways now, because I'm almost seeing an alternative way that you can think about this. Is almost, I feel like there's two parties for this. I feel like this is either someone that you've been in a relationship with, or this could be someone who is afraid of someone who may be afraid of changing the relationship or taking it to the next level. I feel like for some of you guys that might be listening, that could be another aspect. It's almost like this person is afraid that they're afraid of pushing this forward because they are afraid of loss. And so that's kind of coming through. If you guys have still been listening and you kind of feel like this person isn't, if you guys are like in no contact, or there's this person who isn't taking action towards you, it's almost like then they're afraid of trying, you know. It's like there's this essence of this person, regardless of what your exact situation is, they're afraid of putting in effort and trying and failing. This person's very afraid of failure and very afraid of putting in effort and it not working. Okay, like that, there's an element of that. Interesting. We have grieve. Yeah, they again, and then support at the back. It's almost, but going back to my original sort of narrative, it's like this person doesn't want to begin again because they don't want to have to grieve this connection. But I feel like with this support card, it's like, I feel like what's really needed is like a better relationship between you two, or like a more open one. And yeah, there's almost two narratives coming through, because I feel like one, for some of you guys, this person may have be not open to connections because they are so afraid of the loss aspect of them. But for others of you, I feel like this is someone that doesn't want to walk away from this connection, but they're also not really addressing or listening to what's wrong at the same time. So it's kind of like you guys are stuck in this like sort of dysfunctional relationship that could be, it doesn't even have to be committed. It's just this sort of confusing relationship where they're very closed off, or like they're very like they're almost unreachable sometimes, where it's almost like you feel this disconnect with this person is how it feels. And it's like it's because they don't want to give up that they're not doing anything. Does that make sense? It's almost like they don't want things to fail, so much so that they're not addressing what's wrong in the connection because they don't want it to be over. Yeah, that's what's coming through, because they see you as the Empress. And yeah, very interesting. It's like they don't want to risk things going wrong between you guys, but it's also like they don't really want to do the small things that would make it better. Yeah. So let's see. I want to get a couple more. This is a very interesting spread for me, you guys. Very interesting. All right. What else is going on here? This is the, these are archetypes, but I just want to see if anything can kind of clarify. How is this person operating right now? Like, what is this person? Okay, it says father. Okay, it says talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light with tribal unit, oh my gosh, stop. Dictator, okay, I can't say this, but like a dictator, control, abuse of authority, okay? And so this could be someone who acts very closed off. Almost what's coming through is this person acting like, this doesn't have to, it's just a character trait. It's like, think about like a father from a movie who's so strict and like is always so strict, and it's like pushes everyone away, and it's like then you realize like, why are they always so strict? And it's because they're terrified of things falling apart. Also what's coming through is sort of the grandma from Encanto. Like she's very much kind of hard to connect with and emotionally unavailable, and like doesn't really, is kind of refusing to look at the things that are going wrong, or looking at the fact that the people aren't really happy. It's almost like they're refusing to do that because they want to maintain this structure. It's like they don't want to give up, you know? It's like that's how this person is. It's like they're very much in their like masculine, but it's almost like they're focusing solely on their masculine energy and like preserving things and having structure and logic, and they're not, you know, fully listening to their feminine side. They're very much suppressing that receptive energy that they have. And so it's like, yeah, they're almost like an overly strict energy, like parental energy, but it's like they're trying to do this because they want to hold things together. So that's what I have for you guys. I want to get an advice card just to finish out the reading. This kind of ended up being longer than I expected, but that's okay. All right, what does Pile 1 need to hear right now in regards to this connection? What guidance do we have for Pile 1? It says, time to collaborate. I completely agree. Yeah, there's this element in support right here. There's almost this element of like what's really needed is for you guys to work together and for both parties to be heard here. Because I think if you guys could figure out a way to communicate better or to go about this better, I just feel like that's really what's needed. There's almost not much else to say besides how do we start working together again as a team, and like how do we bring more collaboration? That's what the Three of Pentacles is all about. And I almost feel like there's a need for you guys to kind of figure out how to speak each other's language and pull each other a little bit to each other's side, because I just feel like you may be the more like feminine character, the Empress here, and it's almost like there's this disconnect, this disjointed working situation. So I hope that this helps you guys. If it resonates, make sure you like this video. It really supports my channel and I appreciate it. Comment if you feel like doing that. And if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. I'll be posting 2 to 3 pick a card readings per week. So I'm hoping to see you guys at the next one, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the blue, sorry, I just want to make sure that my microphone was on, but hello guys. If you guys chose the blue calcite crystal, then this is going to be your reading about how you currently think your person is feeling versus how they're actually feeling. So I'm actually going to put this deck to the side for now, and we're going to save that for reading how they're actually feeling. So I'm just going to put that to the side, and we're going to start off by tapping into how you think that your person is feeling. So please tap me into Pile 2 and how they currently think their person is feeling towards them. Okay. How's pile 2 thinking that their person is feeling right now? Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. The Seven of Cups here in reverse. The Hermit. Okay, so I feel like you feel like your person may be isolating themselves right now, or they may just like not be communicating very much with you. So I almost feel like you're thinking that something negative might have happened in their life. There's been like also a negative shift in the connection potentially, or like even suddenly, I feel like maybe things change in this connection, and almost feeling like your person doesn't know what they want, or that they are kind of looking at different options and they're kind of like staying away from the connection on some level. We have the Sun here, and then we also have the World, several major arcana. Okay, so we have the Sun in reverse here, and then we also have the World. Okay, so with the Sun in reverse, it makes me feel like you think that your person, yeah, with this Wheel of Fortune, you think that they may be going through something even. I feel like you think that your person is like maybe not in the best state of mind, or like maybe even struggling due to recent difficult changes in their life or things like that. And you feel like they may be kind of approaching the end of a chapter in their life with the World here, or you may be feeling like they are needing to finish something in their life right now. We have the Emperor here. How does pile 2 think that their person is feeling? Knight of Pentacles. You almost are seeing them as, I feel like you think that they're focused on something in their life right now, or you feel like their main focus, yeah, it's almost like you feel like you're sharing the spotlight in this person's life. Like they may have other things going on that they may be like working towards right now. And I almost feel like this person is coming through as like disciplined, or like you think that they're being disciplined towards something. And it's almost like something that they have to do right now, that they have to deal with, or like something that is a responsibility to them. You think that they might be focused on something like that, it feels like. Five of Cups here in reverse. Interesting. So I feel like maybe you feel like your person has gone through some sort of a loss, because we have the Five of Cups here in reverse. And it's almost like you think that they're wrapping up a chapter. This could be for some of you guys, maybe this person just got out of a different relationship, or maybe they lost someone in their life. Some sort of negative turn of events where they lost something. And it's almost like you think that this person is grieving from something, some sort of ending. Yeah, okay. What else? How does pile 2? Yeah, and in that time period, they may be a little bit apathetic right now. It's almost like you think, and then we have the Eight of, I feel like there's been something to kind of slow down the connection. Like I feel like at one point, maybe this connection was moving quickly, or there was a lot of hope in it, and then I kind of feel like something changed, or like with the Wheel of Fortune there, I feel like something may have cause this connection to slow down, and your person, it's almost like they're taking space now, it feels like, or it's almost like you don't know where, you feel like they aren't sure what they want now, or like where they're going in the future. And so it's almost like a lot happened all at once in this connection, and then I almost feel like this person slowed it down or became very like controlled. And it's almost like with this Five of Cups, Four of Cups, there's a heavy emotional energy with your person that you're perceiving from them. That's maybe causing them to keep their distance from you, or kind of put up this more like controlled front towards you. Like I feel like maybe in the past this person would have been a little bit different than how you are perceiving them now, and I feel like a part of you is kind of like putting together or trying to figure out like what's going on with them, or why they're not really as open to the connection. You may have some idea of like what this event was, or like why this person is feeling the need to emotionally withdraw right now. Okay. I'm going to use some more. How is pile 1, sorry, not pile 1, pile 2, how is pile 2 thinking that their person is feeling right now? How does Pile 2 think that their person is feeling? How's Pile 2 think? Person's feeling emotional withdrawal, yeah. Like this person is going through something heavy. This is the 8 of Cups. Maybe they're walking away from a difficult situation. Yeah, we had 8 trapped in fear. They may have been in some, they may be trying to get out of, or like maybe you feel like your person is dealing with a lot of like anxiety or dealing with some difficult external issues. The Wheel of Fortune makes me feel like you may perceive that there's other things going on in this person's life that's kind of causing a negative change, but the way you feel like they're feeling is very much withdrawn, feeling like they have to deal with things on their own, not really too open right now. Yeah, we have Sun again in reverse. Like this person is maybe seeing things more in a negative light right now, maybe even a light depression for some people. I'm not, that's not for everyone, but just it is coming through that there's almost a feeling that you feel like your person may be struggling mental health wise, or like there's even things going on with that, where it's kind of hard for them to have hope or kind of see the light side of things right now. Like they're kind of in a darker place is what I'm getting, is how you feel like they're feeling. And then we have mental conflict, 2 of Swords, and so they don't know what to do. You feel like they aren't sure what they want. They don't know how to move this connection forward. They don't know. Yeah, and then we have Shadow at the back of the deck too. It's almost like, yeah, this person, you feel like this person's kind of in a difficult place, and that might be why they're sort of withdrawing from you or not as interested in the connection, or it's almost like this person is showing you disinterest, or like that they're just not in a good mindset right now. We have Prosperity Begins. Yeah, it's almost like I feel like there was a seed planted here that didn't get to come to fruition, and it's almost like I feel like you're still on this person's energy because there's like a unfulfilled sort of energy here. It's like things were moving well, and then kind of I feel like something dark happened for this person, or like they kind of got caught up dealing with their shadow. And yeah, okay, let's get one more of these and then kind of see what else. Yeah, we have Universe, the World again. So yeah, Movement, 2 of Wands. This person may be ending a certain chapter in their life, or they may have ended something, and maybe that has something to do with where they're at right now emotionally. Maybe they're not almost completely open for something new because they may have just like ended something, because the universe talks about conclusion, okay? And so it's almost like this person isn't completely ready to step into like a new energy or progress forward. It's almost like they're kind of with this 5 of Cups in reverse. It's like you feel like your person is still kind of emotionally stuck about something, or having a hard time kind of moving forward, okay? And so just to interpret this for a couple of you guys, like I feel like this may be someone that is like your ex, or like someone that I feel like there's 2 situations. I feel like this is a situation where this could be someone that you were close with at one point, and then things kind of like went south here, and it's kind of like you're just wondering about them, checking in on them. And another situation is this is like a new person, and you're trying to like figure out why they are kind of acting this way, or like why they are so withdrawn from you, or like why you can't really get a lot from them right now, or like why things aren't progressing. It's like you're like wondering about that, like I feel like for some of you guys. So I feel like there's a couple of situations in this pile, but I feel like what's similar for both piles is, or both situations here, is kind of that this person seems to be struggling to see the positive side of things right now in general. And it's almost like they're very much, you perceive this way. You perceive that they're having a really hard time with new beginnings right now, that they're kind of just stuck in this sort of apathetic energy. Like that's how you think this person is feeling. So let's see how they're actually feeling, see what else can kind of come through. Definitely interested to see that. So I'm going to put these to the side, and then we're going to get into it using the Prism Tarot deck. So let's see what comes through for how your person, Pile 2, is actually feeling right now. How is Pile 2's person actually feeling? Okay, we have the Sun here. We have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Wands. the Lovers. Okay, I feel like right now your person is feeling like there's a lot going on in their life, so much so that they aren't able to give to this connection. Yeah, they're having a hard time balancing out their life right now. With the Sun here first is interesting. Let's get some more. How is Pile 2's person actually feeling right now? How's Pile 2's person actually feeling? The Devil here in reverse. Yeah, it's like they're releasing some sort of a burden or some sort of situation that maybe taking away their happiness. I feel like they look at you, though, very much as their happiness. I feel like they see you as like someone who brings in happiness for them and kind of sheds light on what they really want and maybe kind of shifting in their life. It's like they feel like you bring in balance to them even. Like I feel like this person is very thankful for you is kind of what's coming through. And it's like they kind of feel like they have their hands tied or like they're kind of releasing something that's blocking them from you right now. With the Apprentice of Gems, this is the Knight of Pentacles. And so I feel like this person right now is thinking that they're slowly working towards this connection with you. It's like they feel like they have to kind of chop wood, carry water. Like they kind of just have to get done what they need to get done. But at the end of the day, okay, yeah, we have the Three of Swords here in reverse. They're healing from some sort of emotional pain for sure, okay? So like right now they feel like that. And yeah, it's almost like they do feel like you were like were a big part of their happiness. What else? How is Pile 2's person actually feeling right now towards this connection? Yeah, they feel like you balance them out, or they almost have this essence of feeling like you are really important to them. We have Ace of Clouds. Yeah, and so then there is kind of this sense of clouded energy because of a heartbreak, or it's almost like they don't know what choice to make. They are almost, there's this energy of them feeling depleted, like energy wise. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So maybe something has happened negative for this person. They may be overcoming like a difficult cycle that they were in, and it's almost like they look at you like sort of a light in the dark. And I do feel like this person is feeling like they are in the dark on some level right now, but I do feel like they're looking at you like not necessarily like you could save them, but like they see you in a very positive light. But I want to get some more. I want to go deeper into this. So you are definitely like correct that this person is struggling to heal, but I feel like this person has more of a plan than they're coming off. It's almost like they're maybe conserving their energy right now, or it's like with efficiency here, it's almost like they know that right now they can't give too much, but it's almost like they think that by conserving their energy, like this is the right thing to do. Like they think that that's like sort of a long-term plan. We have Page of Cups here in reverse. How does Pile 2's person actually feel? Okay, we have Temperance falling onto the ground. This came out upright, I believe. And so it's almost like this person is trying to seek equilibrium. This person is really trying to get on their own 2 feet right now. And with this Page of Cups here, it's almost like there's this energy of them not being able to handle emotion. It's almost like this person's just trying to kind of keep afloat right now. And so I feel like with this Page of Cups in reverse, it's almost like they're not too open to new emotional situations because they're still handling some sort of burden that's going on in their life, and they're just trying to stay balanced. Same thing with the Lovers there too. It's almost like there's this element of them trying to find balance within. Like that's just a sort of a message. We have Judgment here in reverse. Okay. Yeah, and so there is this element of them for the time being. Yeah, there's just this element of this person trying to survive, okay? So like it doesn't have to be as dramatic as I'm making it seem, but it is coming through like that. It's like this person for the time being is suspending making any decisions, is really suspending finding mental clarity. It's like their main focus right now is about just staying good like day to day. You know what I mean? It's like this person is just trying to, I'm on the pursuit of happiness. It's like this person is very much just trying to get through it day by day. Like this person is taking everything day by day. And it's like they're kind of trying to avoid taking out too much time to really like dive deep into their emotions and their thoughts. You know, they're kind of avoiding that right now. Yeah, Queen of Cups. And I do feel like this person sees you in this they find you very healing, okay? They see you as someone who's very much healing to be around. And so they see you in a very positive light, okay? But it's almost like this person's, there's the sense of emotional unavailability coming through right now with them. What else? What else, Spirit? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands here. Yeah, and it's like they do have this passion for you, and it's like they, again, it was kind of coming through that there was a lot of passion, or like there was like sort of a positive shift, and then it kind of slowed down. That was kind of coming through in the beginning. It's almost like they're coming through to be like, no, like when I met you, or like you are someone who like literally makes me really happy. Like you really actually do light a spark for me, but I right now am kind of unavailable. Like that's kind of what's coming through. We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's like now they're coming through to say, it's like, I want to move towards you. Like I want to push this forward. And they may even vacillate between the two. It's almost like sometimes they're emotionally withdrawn, but I feel like this person, what they don't have a shortage of is like passion for you. And so I feel like with the Seven of Wands, it's like they feel like they're fighting off like different issues in their life, or like there feels like there's some sort of external things that are kind of coming in between with this Devil here. It's like they're trying to fight things off so they can have the energy for you. And it's like this person does want to give to you, or like does want to like explore this, does want to seem passionate about you, but it's almost like they are waiting for the right time or something. So we have the Seven of Swords here in reverse. Yeah, it's almost like this person is strategizing right now how they can, or they may even like to escape to the thought of you. Another thing, it's almost like they kind of see you as an escape from like their pain in a way. Two Cups here, it's like this person does have strong feelings for you, and with this Ten of Swords in reverse, it's like they're definitely healing. And so what keeps coming through is that this person does have all this passion for you, but it's almost like they go into phases. It's almost like this person like goes up and down, like up and down. And like that's why that Temperance could come out too. It's like this person struggles with kind of staying balanced or consistent in this connection. It's like they want to just run away from all their pain with you. It's like I feel like this person really wants to just like escape with you and kind of avoid like the pain that they're feeling. But I feel like sometimes they can't really, sometimes they're not super open to it, you know, but they do feel that. It's almost like they're trying to come through to like say like, no, like tell this person like, I do have a lot of passion for them. I do want to fight for this. I do have a lot of energy, but it's like, you make me feel that way. And like, I don't want to lose this, but I'm also kind of like feeling burdened or like stressed out in my life right now. What else? How's Pile 2's person actually feeling? Okay, we have Third Eye Chakra, rest and rejuvenate. Yeah, it's like they feel a really strong connection with you, by the way. And it's almost like they are trying to gather their strength. With rest and rejuvenate, it's just kind of backing up that feeling of like them basically feeling like they need to gather their strength or their energy because they've been going through like a lot mentally recently. But it's like they feel this psychic connection with you. That's what they're explaining with that. It's like they feel, yeah, we have Destiny. It's like there's this essence of yeah, they feel like you guys are meant to be, or there's some sort of like process that they need to go through right now. And with Hope here in reverse, that's the Star. It's like they're trying to kind of heal on their own so they can come back towards you better. And it's like they do have hope, but it's like silent hope that they kind of keep. And maybe they don't explain this to you too much, but they do have hope for the connection. And they do kind of wait for changes to come in with this Wheel of Fortune. They're waiting for a change of luck. They're waiting for things to become better so they can kind of shift this connection forward. And they want that. They do want positive change in their life, but they almost feel like they have to go through this sort of like solo healing journey a little bit right now. Yeah, patience and planning, and Ace of Swords in reverse. And so again, it comes through that it's like until this person is able to rest enough, it's almost like they don't know the right path forward. There's a lot of confusion about, yeah, until they build this foundation for themselves, like they don't really know how to have success with you. They feel kind of hopeless, or they kind of feel like they're waiting. I'm hearing like waiting on a miracle, or like waiting on a change. It's like they're waiting on something, and they're just trying to kind of get their thoughts in the right place and get in touch with themselves is what's coming through. Yeah, let's get some more. Get some Oracle cards now. I decided to put together like 2 of these decks. And so now I have a giant deck to shuffle. And so bear with me while I'm doing this. Okay. So for pile 2, how is pile 2's person actually feeling? How's pile 2's person actually feeling right now? Never-ending story. I feel like this person is like sick of themselves. That's what I'm hearing. There's this essence of them just being like, oh, I'm just so sick of like something. It's like they feel like stagnant, or they feel like there's just this like need for change in their life. We have to be fair. We have poised. Interesting. So it's almost like there's this feeling, that comes through that they think that you, they kind of put you on a pedestal compared to themselves. And what I mean by that, it's almost like they feel like they need to be better than they are in order to be worthy of you, or for it to be a balanced relationship. And so I feel like that's very much why they feel the need to kind of like push you away sometimes. This is like, they don't want you to see them in sort of this like negative light. It's like, I feel like they see you as very like put together as a person, or like they just see you as more like mentally put together. And it's almost like they feel like they almost are saving you trouble by kind of staying away sometimes. And this person kind of does have a self-defeating essence. Yeah, we have movement here in reverse. It's like they feel like very stagnant and kind of like stuck. And again, intention reverse, this also came out in pile 1. It's like this person doesn't know what they want. Again, it's like they feel like they don't know yet. And so it's like they're kind of trying to slow things down. And Ghost Plans really talks about still being kind of stuck in the past, maybe still dealing with some shadows from the past too. So I'm going to get an archetype card just to explain what their current energy is like. And then we'll get some advice for you about the connection as well to wrap up the reading. If this is resonating, I do really appreciate if you guys can like the video. It really supports my channel. So thank you guys to those of you that have been doing that. Okay. What is pile 2's person's energy like? How can we explain their energy? Like, what is the overall vibe? Hermit, of course, literally. Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity, withdraws from society out of fear of negative judgment of others, refusing to help those in need. And so there almost is this essence of them hiding themselves away, because it's like they have this very negative thought pattern about themselves right now. And it's like they're really in kind of a dark place right now. And it's almost like they don't want people to see them at their worst. And it's like, especially they don't want you to see them. They don't want you to see them in a negative light. And so it's like maybe sometimes when this person like has this strength, or like feels like they're feeling better, maybe they reach out to you, and maybe they create sort of this off and on, and like there's this confusion about what they are doing, or like why they are stepping away. And I feel like this person is just really struggling with self-limiting beliefs and self-limiting stories that they're telling themselves that's kind of keeping them from pursuing this connection completely openly. Okay, so let's see what advice Spirit has for this connection overall. Okay. What advice we have for pile 2? What does pile 2 need to hear about this connection? What does pile 2 most need to hear right now about this connection? Slow and steady wins the race. Oh my gosh, I love that. So yeah, I feel like what Spirit is saying is maybe this person is really needing patience right now. And I feel like they're also saying that they have positive intentions for you. But this person may need to go at a slower pace right now. And this is for a reason. And I feel like Spirit is also saying like there's a need to kind of accept this going slower, because I feel like if it went any faster with this person, then it would crash and burn. And so I feel like Spirit is saying surrender to the slower process that's going on here in this connection, because it does feel like there's a lot that this person is healing from. And Spirit's also trying to give you hope and tell you that just because things aren't like progressing the way that you wanted them to, or the way you thought they might, it's still moving towards a positive direction. And Spirit doesn't really want you to give up hope, and wants you to understand this might be a slow burner when it comes together. Okay, so I do feel like there's a lot of hope for this connection though, especially with that card coming out at the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Comment down below if you feel like this resonated, if you like doing that. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. I will have 2 to 3 pick a card readings posted every single week. So I hope to see you at the next one. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. So yeah. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the Selenite Heart and the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck, and then this is going to be your reading about how you think your person is feeling about you versus how they actually feel about you and the connection, what's really going on with them. So I'm actually going to put this deck this side. I'm going to use it for when we're tapping into how your person is actually feeling about you. And for now, I'm going to use another deck to tap into how you think your person is feeling. So this also works as a great energy check-in just to see if you feel like you picked the right pile and whether or not you want to watch the rest of the reading. And if this does resonate, then great. If not, you might want to check out another pile, see if it resonates with you. Okay, so for pile 3, how's pile 3 thinking that their person is feeling about them and the connection? How is pile 3 thinking that their person is currently feeling? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups here in reverse. The 8 of Pentacles. The 3 of Swords here in reverse. Okay, so there's almost this essence of you feeling like your person, there's a lack of emotional availability with them, or they may be focusing on work right now. You may feel like they're like very focused on something else, or like you feel like they work very much on practical things as a way of kind of maybe not tapping in as much to like their emotions. I feel like there's this sense of emotional unavailability coming through. We have the 2 of Pentacles here in reverse as well. Yeah, you may feel like this person as a way of like avoiding dealing with, you know, their emotional aspects. It's almost like you feel like this person, that there's this imbalance about them sometimes where they may like repress sort of their feelings, and they may like overly focus on the physical world. It's coming through. So what else? How else is pile 3 thinking that their person is feeling? We have the 8 of Wands here in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. Let's get one more and then I'll go more into it. And the World here in reverse. Okay, and then the Knight of Cups at the back of the deck. There's this feeling maybe that you feel like this person is not over the connection, okay? So this could be someone that, there's a couple of things coming through, but I almost feel like right now, the way you feel like they are feeling is that they're not over something right now, and it's almost like you think that this person, and it could be you, it could be that they're not over something to do with you. If this is someone you've already known for like a long time, I almost feel like there's this essence of you feeling like this person isn't over you, or feeling like they may be like ignoring their feelings for you, or they may be like avoiding really like addressing everything with you. Like that's coming through. But if you haven't already known this person, it feels like you're just sensing this emotional unavailability about them, where they're very much focusing on material things like their job, like their house, like maybe different opportunities. But there's this essence of them like not being over something, or like needing closure with something, okay? And like with this Knight of Cups here in reverse, that's like reiterating that sense of like emotional unavailability, okay? So same thing kind of going on. It doesn't really matter if you feel like, it doesn't matter the exact situation. It's more just that this person, you perceive that they kind of, it's like they block the flow of this connection. You feel like they block the flow of the passion of this connection, and it's almost like you feel like they're not super receptive emotionally, or like you feel like they're not, they aren't willing to equally prioritize you with their job. It could be you, or it could just be emotions in general, or like you almost feel like this person uses work as a coping mechanism. That's coming through. And like with the World here in reverse, it's almost like you feel like this person may be like working towards something, or it's almost like they're like very distracted by something too. How does pile 3 think that their person is feeling right now? Okay, we have spiritual union. So 2 of Cups. We also have the base chakra. Okay, yeah, and that base chakra was definitely coming through. I feel like this person is very comfortable within their root chakra. It's like this person is very good at, okay, yeah, so I feel like you guys think that your person feels a strong connection with you, but you feel like there's some reason why they are holding back. It's like you feel like this person's very much holding back with you. Yeah. And you feel like they put their security above everything. It's like this person very much likes to stay in the safe zone, likes to be in the comfort zone. So we have the recognition and reward. That is the Three of Pentacles, I believe, in this deck. Or is that Three of Wands? I believe that's a Three of Wands. Sorry, this is a newer deck, you guys. So with the Three of Wands, it makes me feel like you think that this person very much is focused on their future. They may be like working really hard towards something and waiting for it to come in. It's almost like you feel like this person is like very much focused on something. Like I'm just seeing someone kind of using a like project or using like a certain goal of theirs, kind of becoming a big part of their personality. It's almost like a huge part of their personality is focusing on some sort of goal. So like this could be like what's coming to mind. It doesn't have to be these, but it's like working towards a promotion, like working at building a company, maybe trying to get into grad school, like things like that. It's like almost like this person has made their work their identity, and it's like that's where they feel safe. And I feel like you feel like this person spiritually feels that there's like a strong connection between you guys, but it's almost like they're unavailable in some ways because they focus more on this like material world and like those types of opportunities, and they like to stay in their comfort zone. We have power, which is strength. Okay. Yeah, and it's almost like this person likes to stay in their comfort zone. That's kind of coming through. And I also feel like this person is very like tempered. Like you feel like this person is very controlled when they interact with you. It's like they don't let things slip. You know what I mean? I feel like this person like very much comes off in a very controlled way towards you. Yeah, it's almost like there's this element also of this person like living in the future in a way. We have intuition also. Again, there's that strong intuitive connection. So it's almost like there's a lot between you guys where you guys like may mentally connect really well, or you guys like may have this like sort of weird connection. Not weird, but it's just sort of unspoken. It's like I feel like there is a very strong unspoken connection between you and this person. But it's almost like it hasn't been grounded yet. I just feel like it hasn't been grounded in the 3D too much. Okay, so and then I feel like with the Three of Wands and the World, it's almost like they're always looking at the future. Like this person is very much like a charismatic person. Like they have a lot of goals for themselves, or not charismatic, but what's the word? It's like ambitious. This person's very ambitious. Very ambitious, very confident, but almost unavailable in some way, but you feel like a strong connection with them. Again, we have the Ace of Pentacles, like prosperity. It's like this person's like very much focused on, and look at how much red we have too, which is all talking about like grounding and things like that as well. So I'm just going to shift the camera. Cool. And with this stand your ground, yeah, it's like this, I feel like this person is someone that may do really well in work. I feel like this is someone who's like very much well established. And I also feel like with this stand your ground, it's like they may have a lot of people that they feel like they need to prove themselves to. It's like they're always proving themselves, and I feel like there's a lot of people that may be jealous of this person, or like people that like may kind of come for this person's position, and so it's like they feel like they're always defending like their position, you know, in life. It's like they're very much someone who thinks about things like that. It's almost coming through like a king, you know, like a king is someone who has to defend the crown. It's like this person is coming through with a very like strong masculine energy like that. Okay, so we also have the solitude here. We have emotional withdrawal, and then we also have harmony coming out, okay, which is the Lovers, okay? And so I feel like when it's coming through that like this person, and then transformation here in reverse. Okay, I feel like this person really likes to be in their comfort zone bubble. That's the first thing coming through. Is like you think that this person maybe doesn't take moves towards you, doesn't follow their heart. You feel like this person doesn't follow their heart towards you, and it's like they kind of stay away from you, or they may kind of keep focusing on things that aren't really what makes their heart happy. And so it's like you feel like this person has a hard time really listening to their heart, or like really following their intuition to you, but you do feel like there is this strong intuitive bond between you guys that you wish this person would address, or like you wish this person would kind of step off of their like usual identity and kind of take a risk and be more open emotionally with you. It's like, I feel like there's an obvious connection here, but they also kind of hide that sometimes. Okay. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys for the first part of it. I use that more as an energy check-in, but it's also interesting to understand that as well. So we're going to spend like more time on how your person is actually feeling towards you. I'm very interested in this one because I feel like this person is not very like open with their emotions. So we'll kind of see what we can get about their emotions. I'm going to get a sip of water. I always get so thirsty when I'm doing these. Okay. How does pile 3's person actually feel about pile 3? Does pile 3's person actually feel about pile 3? The Emperor. Okay, so like they're coming through with kind of the vibe that you were giving me, like the Emperor. Like, I'm not surprised to see the Emperor here. Very much in their masculine energy, someone who's very much into structure and routine and very good at being masters of their life. We have 8 of Cups here in reverse. Oh my gosh. So, like, I feel like you guys read them pretty well, actually. Yeah, it's almost like this person feels like they can't walk away. They feel out of touch, or like they can't really, they feel like they have to be the strong masculine. It's like this person kind of tells themselves that that's who they are. So you're very much right. You guys are very intuitive with this person. It's like they do feel like they need to kind of stick to, oh my God, I'm literally hearing stick to the status quo. Like that's their vibe in a way. Yeah. In High School Musical. No, 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 no. 9 of Swords. Okay, so they're feeling anxious. Okay, how else is pile 3's person feeling towards pile 3? Ace of Swords kind of coming each way. Yeah, they almost feel like this pressure on themselves to come to a logical decision. It's almost like this person likes very much to be in control of their mind and like what they want. This person literally operates mainly through the logical mind. They're not too comfortable in the realm of emotions, just as you perceived. And so with this 9 of Swords, it's like they're getting all this anxiety and they're overthinking, because I feel like their intuition and their heart is like at a challenge with their logical mind. And it's like this person's putting this pressure on themselves to like know what to do. And it's almost like, yeah, they feel this strong pressure to feel certain of themselves. And I feel like when it comes to emotions, they don't. Oh my gosh, one note that's coming through is breaks camel's back, it's pressure like a drip, drip, drip. And it's like this person won't let themselves take a break, and like almost not even just take a break. It's like they almost may view that like letting themselves like indulge in their emotions or kind of like make decisions based off their emotions is like wrong, or like they need to continue to be this like persona. We have 7 of Pentacles here. Yeah, and so there's almost this essence of not knowing. Yeah, it's like they take their like investments really seriously, and it's almost like there's this energy of like not knowing. Like it's almost like they look at things like, why would I invest in that? Like, you know, like what would that bring me? Almost, it's like that's the way they look at the connection, and then they're kind of like, well, it would bring me happiness. You know what I mean? It's like my intuition, my heart is pulling me in the direction of pile 3, but like, what would that bring me? And so it's almost like they kind of look at it. They're trying to look at this intellectually. They're trying to look at this through like, you know, investment. It's like, this is not a matter of that. It's a matter of passion and emotion. You know, it's like this person kind of out of touch with that. It's like, yeah, we have 10 of Cups here. Yeah. And it's almost like you're forcing this person to really think about like what they want, like emotional fulfillment wise. It's like they're starting to realize, oh my gosh, you're even triggering this person into realizing that maybe they aren't as happy as they thought they were, or they're not as self-sufficient, or they're not as certain of themselves. And it's almost giving them this like crisis where they're realizing that they may sometimes be overburdened with responsibility, or like doing things that aren't necessarily for themselves. And it's almost like you've helped you by being in their life. It's like you're kind of getting them to realize that yeah, they're investing all this energy, but like what are they really getting back? And it's almost like you're waking them up to the need to like integrate their feminine. Yeah, we have Queen of Pentacles here. Now, oh my gosh, that's so funny because this person's coming through with a very strong King of Pentacles vibe. And I feel like they're looking at you like, okay, I wasn't even thinking about my future before, but like now that you're in their life, it's like they see you as this significant other, and they see you as like someone that they want to integrate in their life now. And I feel like it's just causing them this stress for some reason. It's like something that's very stressful for them though. Okay, we also have the Three of Cups here in reverse. And so I almost feel like that's them feeling like emotionally out of control, or almost feeling like they're almost afraid of being emotionally out of control with you. It's almost like they have this like feeling of like, oh, like what if we got drunk together? Like that's almost a thought on their minds, or like maybe not drunk, but like almost like they imagine what it would be like to let loose, or like let their emotions kind of spill out. And it's almost like this person's afraid that if they like open up the seam to like their emotions, that they will like burst open, and it'll be like embarrassing for them. It'll be like word vomit. Because I feel like this person comes off like with a very strong reputation, or like very much knows how to seem, they have a way of acting that like keeps them very safe. And I feel like a lot of people respect it and it like works for them. But I almost feel like they think that if they're going to be talking about their emotions or like opening up in love, like just doesn't really feel like their strong suit, you know? It's like not a place where they can really use like their logical mind as much. And I think that's something that's like intimidating for them about this connection too. How else is pile 3's person feeling? Yeah, they feel this soulmate connection. And I feel like you're reconnecting them with their inner child. Like, I feel like this is someone who has a hard time letting themselves have fun. And it's like when they're with you, or like you kind of spark this like remembrance of who they are. And like, I feel like this person maybe has put a lot of layers on where they feel like they have to be this person. They have to be this like strong person for everyone. It's almost like you bring out their inner child, and you bring out their need to have fun and their need to be in touch with their emotions. And the part of them that was a child before they had to grow all these different like coping mechanisms and ego, you know, it's like before that. So we have the Page of Pentacles here in reverse. And then we also have the Nine of Wands here. Okay. Okay. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, I'm going to get one. Why is the Page of Pentacles here in reverse? The Empress. Okay, I feel like even... I just said that very interesting tone. But with the Empress here, they don't know what to say to you. Like, this person is, like, intimidated by you. Not just... it's funny that they would be intimidated by you, but, like, they see you as, like, their equal but opposite. And it's almost like this person gets fumbled on what to say to you, or like what to do. And so almost they don't take action sometimes. The Page of Pentacles for me in reverse can talk about someone who like thinks about taking action, like is considering doing that, but then they kind of, they end up daydreaming about it instead. And so I almost feel like they see you in this really, really positive light, by the way. Like they see you as like an equal, you know? And I don't know if you know that, because I feel like this person is like not the type. I just feel like their approval would be kind of like, I feel like you might be surprised to hear, but it's like they see you as their equal, okay? Like they're looking at you like you guys are equals. And because of that, they almost feel intimidated by you sometimes, which is kind of funny. Or cause them to like put their guard up. With this Nine of Wands, it's almost like, then we have the Five of Wands here in reverse. Okay, I feel like what's coming through is that this person has had a heartbreak before that's caused them to be guarded. It's almost like this person has had an experience. I feel like if you talk to them, or you get to this point, or like maybe they've already talked about it, there's definitely someone that like they had a falling out with, or like a difficult relationship with. I feel like that has caused them to put their guard up. They're just very guarded when it comes to love. And I feel like you even perceive that. Like, I feel like you're a very perceptive person. You're coming through as the Empress, so like that makes sense. But I feel like you're someone that, or like, I don't know why I'm going to that now. I'm just saying that I feel like you're very accurate in your perception of this person, but maybe what you don't even know is how like much this person really admires you, or like looks at you in a positive light, just because they don't really let themselves see that. We also have the Queen of Swords too. This person's seriously intimidated by you. Like, I'm not even kidding. They're intimidated by you. And I feel like I think I just saw the Ten of Cups again. So, okay, let's get some more. They can see everything with you. This person is very like nervous about you. Justice in reverse. Okay, yeah. And so there may have been some sort of a experience that they've had in love that's really closed down their heart and causes them to feel like people might wrong them, or they almost have they don't trust people very easily. And so I also feel like with this Queen of Swords here, it's also about them, and it's also about the way that they've kind of become very like a straight shooter with people. It's like they don't want to be messed with. You know, this person does not want to be messed with like at all. Yeah, we have King of Wands in reverse, and I almost feel like there's a side of them that like you haven't even seen before. Like, there's a side of them that's still very upset over something that happened in the past. Like with this King of Wands, I feel like something really did hurt their ego, or like really hurt them, really hurt how they feel about themselves in love, especially. And it's like I feel like there's something that's like very much, if you did get together with this person, I feel like it's something that you would figure out more about them, is kind of like this lack of trust that they can have. And I even feel like sometimes they may have like a jealousy or like an anger sort of thing. It's nothing like intense or like scary, but it's almost just like they are kind of anticipating injustice. And so, yeah, that's just coming through. Okay, let's get some more. I keep hearing the no mistakes, no pressure. Pressure like a drip, drip, drip. Okay. Now let's get a little bit more. What else is going on, or how does pile three's person feel about the connection? Feel about pile three? Yeah. Okay, so we have the Lovers coming out here. You are seriously triggering this person into needing to listen to their heart, and needing to make decisions, taking their heart into account, taking their intuition into account. And I feel like they feel this really strong connection with you. We have Shadow, okay? And so I also feel like you're kind of forcing them to see maybe a limitation on themselves that they haven't really been noticing, or they've been kind of in this coping mindset. And with this Nine of Swords, that's making me feel like the Shadow is kind of, there's a lot of anxiety around that, okay? Because I feel like this person has maybe coped by kind of turning off their heart, just focusing on the logical part. But the Lovers is all about incorporating the masculine and the feminine, you know? And so it's like that's kind of like a shadow aspect of this person. So we have Stand Your Ground, which is the Seven of Wands again. We have Power. So a lot of this came through for you as well. What you thought? Base chakra, again. Yeah, it's like this person comes through, and again, this also is on the back of the deck. Wow. Okay, so I feel like this person just does not like to feel out of their element. And with the Stand Your Ground, it's almost like there's a defensive energy that can come through for them, okay? And so I feel like with this Power, it's like this person very much wants to be in their strength here, and I feel like they are working through some of these issues, and I do feel like they're doing a good job with it. But I do feel like you've really shaken up this person's life because they've mainly been working through their root chakra, okay, which literally talks kind of about and I feel like you know this because it came through in what you know, but I feel like with the root chakra, it's like that can even talk about like maybe like being a little bit too concerned about material things. Like you may be someone who like focuses a lot on the material, or like is really focused on like what kind of, you know, wanting to go up in your career, wanting to get the right house that you want, wanting to get the car, like all these material things. And it can kind of talk about like too much of a focus on that. And so I almost feel like, yeah, again, that's where they feel their strength is. It's like this is the Strength card. It's like this person is triggered also right now because they're being pushed out of their comfort zone because of this potential connection here. Or if you guys are already more a thing, that could be possible. But I think you have this person spot on. I think the way that you think this person feels is very, very accurate. I think what you don't realize as much is maybe things to do with their past. You may know that because you had the Three of Swords. You feel like they're healing from something, or that they still have some wounds. But they see you in a really positive light, okay? And so I feel like that's like something that Spirit wants you to know. Okay, and now we're going to finish off this reading by getting you some advice about the connection. What Spirit feels like you most need to actually, sorry, I want to do the archetype card and kind of see what this person is operating like in this connection. I did this for all the other piles, so I just don't want to leave you guys out. Okay, so for pile 3, what archetype is ringing most true? Okay, we have artist and child eternal. Okay, and so I feel like this is coming through because, and then with seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth everywhere they are. Yeah, it's almost like I feel like you're triggering this person because we have expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Like, I feel like this is exactly what this person needs to do more of. And they almost see you really wake up this person's inner child. And I feel like that's why this is coming through, is that you're making them see life in a way that they haven't seen it in a really long time. And also children are like the best artists. It's like, there's this element, I mean, that's, don't quote me on that, but I'm just saying that there's this sort of realm that artists can see. And it's almost like because of their life and like having to become like the strong person for everyone, or like being more masculine, or like always telling themselves that they need to be in this masculine energy, they've really very much let go of their inner child. And so it's almost like you've woken them up a lot in a way. So yeah, very interesting. I'm glad I pulled those because I feel like that very much confirms that you light this person up and you really attach them. You remind them of the things that they've repressed, okay? And that's that shadow part of them that they haven't even realized they've been suppressing, but they're kind of realizing somehow through the connection with you. Maybe even just the way that you are, maybe the way that they feel around you. You may just be someone who's very much able to be lighthearted, able to be very like fun and just like go with the flow and very receptive, like very feminine. All right, what does pile 3 need to hear the most right now? It says trust in divine detours and be fearless and bold. Now is a lucky time at the back of the deck. And so I almost feel like with trust in divine detours, that really talks about, I feel like this relationship is not going to unfold the way that anyone would expect it to. And I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to have faith in the path that it's taken to get to this person. This could be a divine counterpart for you. I'm not going to lie, because I even feel like this is a message for them too. Trust in divine detours. I feel like that's the message that they need to hear, because there's this element of them like not being able to forgive like a wound from the past, and almost them like giving up in like this, their spiritual sense. It's almost like they got wronged by something, and so they're like, no, like love doesn't help. And so I almost feel like there's been a lot of ups and downs to get to this point where you guys are interacting with each other. And I feel like there's a need to trust the path that's brought you guys here. And then I also feel like there's another message coming through, at least for some of you, that I feel like this connection is going to unfold in a way you wouldn't expect, because I feel like there are walls being brought down. And so I almost feel like if this person does push you away, or if there is like an off time period, I feel like that is for a reason. And then I also feel like with be fearless and bold, I feel like that's why Spirit was like getting me to kind of talk about this. But I feel like there's this very like strong feminine warrior like essence about you. And I feel like Spirit's wanting you to see the strength in your own feminine energy and to not be intimidated by this person. Because I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying that there's a silent strength, not even just silent, but like there's a strength in the way you present yourself with this Empress energy. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to be yourself, to be confident, and to continue to be yourself, and continue to be bold with this connection, and to not let this person like change your viewpoint on yourself, or not let yourself be afraid of the unknown here or back down. I almost feel like this person needs an extra push. Like I feel like this person does need a push, because I feel like they're very stubborn and it's very hard for them to change. And so I almost feel like there's a need for you to not back down or get intimidated by this, and kind of understand that. I even could see you guys like not getting along, or like getting into like certain arguments, or like things where just like you guys don't see eye to eye. But it's like, I feel like it's kind of one of those like, situations where you guys are meant to be, or there's obviously a really strong connection there, but it's like fire and water, like the two opposites coming together. That's kind of how you guys feel. But yeah, you guys seem to both feel really strong connection here. And I think there's definitely, I think it's going to be an interesting ride to actually come together, but I do feel like there's more to come in this relationship for sure. So that is what I have for you guys. If this resonated, please do like this video. It really supports my channel, so I really appreciate it. If you feel like commenting, please comment. I like to read your guys' comments. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I'll be posting 2 to 3 pick a card readings per week, so I'm hoping to see you guys at the next one, and have a great rest of your day.